To Yahweh, to Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashir, Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles that we well. Salutations to the brothers in the four corners, every person of truth and sincerity. Brother Ed got the mic.
Shalom, shalom. Yeah, we'll talk about the RFID chips. Damn, I don't even say that. The MOTB today. It's part of prophecy, and it's something that they're leading to. And how do we know this? Is because technology is becoming more advanced. Now on your phones, you got Apple Pay, you got Google Pay, so you don't really need to pull out your physical card. You're still pulling out your phone, but it's still a step further in technology. When you go to the register, you just put your phone by the, what is it called, the scanner, and then you just tap the pay, and then, your money, they will withdraw your money from your account. So everything's a step closer to the MOTB. They want to make it where, you go buy your car and then it locks automatically because you have it implanted in your hand. So you're going to need that little device, that little chip for everything that you do. But at the same time, even though it sounds convenient, it's really bad because it's just another step closer to Big Brother being able to 100% know your goings, what you're doing. They already know all your information. You're already a straw man. They already, they know where you live. They know your social security. They own you already.
That's why under Bush administration, it's Big Brother is watching. Big Brother is always watching, but they want a more closer eye on you, on your finance, or what you spend on. They want a closer eye on you, and that's what the book of The Last Dictator by Kisman, and that's what they want to do. They want to chip every American, every human on earth. All right, which is goes back to the MOTB, which goes back to Revelation 13 through 16. That's their new world order agenda, right? To depart, and another agenda is to depopulate the earth, and that's where Bill Gates come in, and that's why he buying all the farmland, right? To have GMO, so for the people to consume GMO,
use more GMO
fruits, right? Without fruits, without seeds, right?
Which is bad because the Lord already created fruits. He already created a good system for it. Because let's say insects eat a fruit, you eat a fruit, those seeds gonna drop. They're gonna drop in the soil, and then it's gonna grow, the same fruit that you ate. Whether it's watermelon, apple, whatever. But with GMO, you have to rely on humans to keep making that fruit. It has to rely on you. So that means that fruit's not gonna be able to let's say reproduce without the use of mankind. It was already a good system as it was, so why do we need GMO? Okay, so I have two articles about the implant, the MOTB, and I got the scriptures lined up, so we're gonna get into it. Let's start with the famous.
And also what Bill Gates trying to do, he's trying to kill the man's sperm, right? Not to impregnate a woman, right? And that's one of his agenda. That's one of his agenda to depopulate the earth, man. But this Bill Gates, man, he trying to be a god, man. He trying to create who comes in the earth and who goes out the earth, man. Right? But you can't do that. And the Lord said, the Most High said, He's going to destroy your enterprise, right? You only going to go so far, and your Yahweh Shai is going to intervene.
That's right.
Right? I saw a video before coming up here how this man was looking at that space, and he said, "Yo, why these stars is moving? Because those are the chariots of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. They're just waiting for that order of Yahweh. They're going to form. They're going to come together, right? And they're going to destroy this devil that rules the earth, right? And the scripture said his servants going to eat and drink. So we're not worrying about no SNAP program. We're not worrying about WIC. We're not worrying about that, man. Because we have the utmost faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? He's going to take care of us, man. Just got to have that faith, right? And works in faith. Yeah, that's it.
The faith without works is dead, right?
There we go.
Yeah. You gotta have the full plate, not just one part of it.
Yeah.
The key salvation is a full balanced meal. Not a carnivore diet.
Yeah.
I'm just making a little joke, but what I'm saying is, I'm just basically saying what he's saying. You know, you
Yeah.
got faith, works, patience.
You're going hand in hand.
It all goes hand in hand.
Yeah, that's like you lifting weights with a 15 pound, you just doing your arm all fucking day. You're gonna be like Hellboy, one big arm than the other.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You gotta train everything.
you gotta train everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like some people, we're not gonna go too hard on that topic, but some people do weightlifting but skip cardio. You need cardio for your cardiovascular system.
Yeah,
So you can move.
Yeah, you got all this muscle, but you can't run from a damn dog.
Yeah. You ever seen those maybe like funny videos of powerlifters? They'll bench like 600 pounds and they'll take a nap right after. They're already tired from doing one rep of 600 pounds.
You ever seen those motherfuckers that do 2 hours of gym, then they go home and eat a 5-portion meal?
Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense.
What's the point?
Yeah, that's bad for your heart too.
Yeah, high cholesterol, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go to Revelation 13, 15 and 17, please. That's why. Anyways,
Classic.
the world's last dictator, it gets in depth with the beast. But if we do another video on the Motb,
We're definitely gonna bring it back out.
yeah, we'll bring the world's last dictator next time.
Revelation 13, verse 15.
Yeah.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, right? And the image could represent the religion system, idol worship, right? Roman system, white supremacy, right? Of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's like I was looking this thing up. Yeah, say that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's like not worshiping the system, you know, because the Motb is going to be part of that beast of Belgium. It's going to be part of that system. And if you don't, if you are against it, if you're a barbarian in their system, you're going to be killed.
Yeah.
You know, but the scripture says that in Revelation 13, I think 9 and 10, it said you're gonna have tribulation for 10 days, and you're gonna be executed. You're gonna receive the crown of life. So a lot of brothers and sisters that don't want to take this Motb, they might be killed. You know, just because you don't want to allow yourself to be a part of their system. You know.
Yeah. And this system, they're trying to bring this system because United States is in a decadent kind of state, a system or a culture that's decaying. So this scripture, right, is coming to fruition, right? They're already doing it in UK, right? So they're just waiting for a major crisis to really implement this, and that snap could not giving a snap to the people could lead to the Motb. Why? Because they might say, you know what? If y'all want food, go to the food banks. Well, y'all gotta get inserted with that little, you know what? That little thing of rice grain to put in your head or to put in your in your brain. Now they came out. I forgot what state it was for prison not to serve term. They got to take a implantable microchip in their brain, and they won't do their 20-year term. No matter if they murder somebody, rape somebody, right? No matter what the hell you did. They say if you want to get in prison, take that implant in your head and we'll let you go. Guess what? Satan got your life by the balls.
So that means they're like the first guinea pigs, really.
Yeah.
Because if they committed a crime, but they're implanted with the Motb, how they gonna get away with the crime?
Yeah.
They're gonna be tracked wherever they go, with their whereabouts. The cops not going to ask you, where were you at 3:20? Where were you at 5 o'clock? They're tracking you 24/7 with that chip.
Oh yeah.
So they're not going to have to ask you those questions. They're going to already know where you were.
Yeah.
And I think Minority. That's what Minority.
Yeah, Minority Report.
Well, that movie's about where they could they had the technology where they could see some. They could see a crime before it happens.
That's right. That's right.
They can see it, but that's still part of Big Brother. They was watching.
Yep.
They watching you do something before you even do it. You know, so that's crazy.
Yeah, so United States is in a decayed state right now, right? Right. So it's a moral culture decline. You want to hit verse 16?
Yes.
And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
That's right.
And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's right. So you're not going to be able to buy, you're not going to be able to sell. You probably most likely not going to be able to work. You probably have to get it just to go to work. They'll probably start with the government jobs first. They probably start those jobs, and then they'll start trickling down into little jobs like fast foods, working at a grocery store. You know, then in order to buy your groceries, you're probably gonna need that. You probably gotta register. You probably gonna have to scan that, your chip on the machine before you can even buy your goods. It's just like that at Costco. In Costco, you gotta scan your card before you can even buy your groceries. Because they gotta know that you have a membership with Costco. But I feel like all this is just steps. You know, it's just little baby steps before they could fully implement the chip. Because they're not just gonna give it to you just like that. Because people they're gonna start protesting like, nah, we ain't taking that. But they do it little by little. Okay, your phone, you can unlock your phone with Face ID. You can unlock your phone with your fingerprint. They give these, they're giving you more technology until they implement the chip.
That's right.
Face recognition.
Yeah, face recognition.
Yeah, face recognition.
Yeah. All right, so I got this article here. Say,
and that's what the book has said in Dictatorship book. It said what's going to be in your MOTB is your medical history, face recognition, relatives, who your relatives are, right? Insurance information, everything's going to be on that MOTB. Everything, right? They'll know if you're making love to someone. They could tell by the temperature of your body, right?
What you watch on the internet.
Yeah, what you watch, all that.
Yeah. Honestly, they can already do all that now, but it's probably with more steps. But that's just going to make it so much more easier for them to do.
Right.
I got this article. It says everything you need to know before getting an Motb implant. It says, what if you could turn on a coffee machine by pointing to it? Wannabe cyborgs with little chips under the skin are living with us. Tens of thousands of people implanted the tiny devices already under the skin to have a simpler access to buildings or other people's phones. So yeah, there's already people that actually already got this implant. You know, they just didn't make it on a I don't say global scale, or they didn't make it mandatory yet. But there's already rich people that have this already. They already have these implants. They can open up their door to their house with it. They can get in their car with it. You know, maybe even turn on a coffee machine. You know, just by using that implant. You know, so they're trying to make people like cyborgs.
Sure.
It says, what if you could open your front door or unlock your car just by raising your head, never having to trouble yourself with your medical documents, or remembering where you put your wallet? And they already have it. They got this thing called Apple Tag. I think you could put like I don't have it myself, but Apple, the company, they have this thing where you could put like a tag on your dog. So if your dog go missing, you could track your dog. Or you could put it on your keys. So if you lose your keys, give it your phone, then you can track where you put your keys at. So that technology's already there.
Mm-hmm.
It says, what about sending your profile or a dancing monkey GIF to a phone just by holding it? And what about turning on a coffee machine by pointing to it? This is not the future anymore. All right, wannabe cyborgs with little chips on their skin are living with us. Some 50,000 people have implanted the tiny devices already under the skin to have simpler access to buildings.
I think you want to do newborn babies. I don't know if they started already to chip every newborn baby that comes to the scene. Gotcha.
That's got to be part of the plan. You know, you gonna be chipped from birth. That's messed up. You know, at that point you're really like an animal. That's what you do. They do that with animals, I believe.
Yeah.
Like they'll get branded or tagged. Like this cow belongs to this farm. You know. It says Captain Cyborg and the chip implant. The radio frequency identification technology has been around for decades. It uses radio waves to exchange data between a tag embedded with an antenna and integrated circuit in the reader. RFID tags come in various types, passive, active, and semi-passive, and operate on different frequency bands, each with its own strength and limitations. RFID, I'm not even going to say it, but the chip has a wide range of applications, from tracking luggage and identifying pets to managing inventory in retail stores and even monitoring medical equipment in hospitals. That is also becoming increasingly prevalent in the Internet of Things, enabling everyday objects to communicate with each other. Yeah, and I think AI is also a step further in it too. AI is getting really advanced.
Yeah.
You know, you can ask ChatGPT anything.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
that's a big part of it.
And your phone is a big chip.
Yeah.
Just like when you do DoorDash or Uber Eats.
That's right. They can track you.
They track you. They know where you at. They know where you
Yeah.
at. They know if you deliver a meal. They knows that.
Yeah,
right?
because the customer can track you. They can look. They're tracking you in the app. Like, hey, what's taking you so long? You've been stuck in this spot for 30 minutes. Well, where are you at with my food?
That's right. It's like Uber and Lyft. It's like, yo, you're going too fast. They'll send you a message, slow down, do gentle braking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the same thing with DoorDash.
Oh, they do that too?
Yeah, DoorDash does
Yeah.
it. It says, yeah, you're going too fast.
Yep.
Slow down. It says, you probably already have a chip in your credit card, and they are increasingly used for access control, contactless payments, and even social interaction. And that's what I was saying earlier. Like, you could do it with your phone, or you could do it with your card. Like, you go to the register, you can just tap your card. You don't even gotta swipe it anymore. You just tap it and boom.
Yeah, but some countries just put your hand over that scanner, and your meal is already purchased.
Man.
Yeah, I think Walmart's already set for that. Right, but there's going to be a lot of rebellion in America, different parts of the world.
Cruise ship video where they went to an automated bar. They just put the order in and the robot brought out the drinks.
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
They're replacing the bartenders.
That's the future. That's the future right there. They're gonna try to get rid of human workers. You know. Yeah, go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And the word devices is no amah. It means an evil purpose.
That's part of the part of the lineup, but it's gonna come out regardless anyway. So we're not ignorant of his device. We already know why he wants to do this. We already know that the technology that he's bringing out is a step closer to the chip. Like the Tesla has a lot of technology. It has something called Sentry Mode. So like, say you were able to break into a Tesla, what the Tesla would do is automatically start recording. So if you're using that car and that car doesn't belong to you, it's most likely going to alert, the police that you stole that car. So you can't even steal a Tesla. It already has technology going autopilot. Even though I don't trust that, but technology start moving like Skynet from Terminator. New Tesla's probably going to start trying to kill the drivers. Like,
yeah. We saw a video. Me and my wife saw a video where in California, it's called no Uber. Nah, what's that Uber? It had a different Uber name on it, but the car runs by itself. Is it? I forgot the name of it.
It's kind of like Total Recall.
Yeah, it's like Total Recall.
Yeah.
The car was taking this black couple to to their location.
Yeah, there you go. So they're gonna try to get rid of taxi drivers and Uber drivers.
Yeah. But I don't trust those things. I'm not getting that shit.
No, hell
I
no.
rather deal with a human.
Yeah.
All right. It is a sin, going back to what Ip was talking about. If you take that Motb, that's a sin on itself. Because the Lord said in Leviticus 19:28, you should not make any cutting in your flesh, for the dead no print any mark upon you. I am Yahweh. So the Lord said, hey, don't put no mark or no cut in your skin. Right? The Lord is against that. That's a sin.
And not only is it a cut, it's kind of a mark as well because, well, first of all, it's called mark of the beast. And second, that mark is the barcode. The mark you're putting on yourself is a barcode. You're making yourself a product. We already look like products. So you get in that, you get in that chip. That's like the nail in the coffin. That's like official right there. Like you 100% belong to it.
Yeah, because in Revelation 13, 15 through 16, the word mark there goes back to the word karat mark. It means to make an incision or to prick into. So that's against the law. Right? Yeah, if it's right, because the mark that Motb goes back to UPC. It's a universal product code.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're making yourself what? A product.
Yeah.
Right?
Product
And you come against the Lord by letting these devils prick into you.
Yeah. Was that in Total Recall where they the chip in them, like if they broke the law, they could like explode them?
Yes, yes.
Or was that
yeah.
Demolition Man?
Yeah, because on Schwarzenegger had
Yeah.
that thing and it's up
Yeah,
his
that's
nose.
right. Yeah.
He had to take it out.
Yeah, or they would usually explode.
Yeah, and when they took out the implantable, y'all know what it is. He threw it and it blew
It
up.
blew up. There you go. So now it's really gonna be easy. I don't want this to go past first. Yeah, it's probably lunch. It's lunchtime, so we gotta get this road clear. But yeah, what was I saying?
And that Motb is cyanide too. It's poison.
That's right, cyanide.
So they could release that poison when you don't obey.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's gonna be easier for them to control crime, because just imagine, you did homicide or whatever. You're trying to like run away from the cops. They really don't even kind of chase you. They could just blow you up right there, or maybe release some poison that's gonna slow you down. Because technically you're supposed to have rights where you're supposed to go on trial for your crime.
Yeah.
But really and truly, if they're able to track you so well and know your whereabouts, what you're doing with this chip, and also with other technology they're trying to bring, if they know you committed a homicide, they might just give you the judgment right there and then, kind of like in Dread.
Yeah.
They might not even put you through trial anymore.
Yeah.
Slowly they get rid of your rights.
Yeah, and that Motb, I think it has cyanide in it.
Yeah.
I think cyanide is similar to resin.
Yeah.
And I think Walter White, when you see Walter White, when he went to dinner with that lady, right? Walter White put resin in her drink.
I think that's how she died.
Yeah, that's how she died.
Yeah.
So cyanide, man, you just need a little bit of that stuff and you'll drop dead.
Yeah.
That stuff is powerful.
Yeah.
So that's what the Motb consists of. If you don't play ball, they could release that cyanide in your body and you just drop dead.
Yep.
Right? So that's why you shouldn't take it. Right? And have faith in Yahweh B'Hashem Yashad that He's gonna take care of you. Just as Elijah, when he was when I think Elijah was running away from Ahab, right?
Ahab and his wife?
Yeah, Ahab and his wife. Right? The Lord directed him to the brook to drink some water, and the ravens came in and dropped him a meal. Right? That's DoorDash right there. Ravens was doing DoorDash right there. Uber Eats.
Yep.
So I got you.
First Uber Eats in the Bible.
Yeah, first Uber Eats in the Bible.
Bird edition.
Yeah. Think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, Bird edition.
Pigeon Express.
Yeah. And he ain't have to pay.
Maybe we should start a company called Raven. And it would be like DoorDash, but called Raven.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Yo, you order Raven, bro? Where my burger at? I'll read another paragraph and I'll start bring out some scriptures. The first ever human to receive a chip implant was British scientist Kevin Warwick, known by Captain Cyborg. In 1998, this experiment allowed a computer to monitor Warwick as he moved through halls and offices in the Department of Cybernetics at the University of Reading, using a unique identifying signal emitted by the implanted chip. He could operate doors, lights, heaters, and other computers without lifting a finger. Approximately 2 decades later, the technology has been made commercially available, and tens of thousands of people decided to implant a chip. For example, groups of people have been meeting at implant parties, often organized by larger companies, to hook up. It's especially popular in Sweden, where more than 4,000 individuals can take pride in opening doors by only lifting their hands. So why is the rush, and why should you consider implanting one? So there you go, they're already doing it. And the first guy that got it was Kevin Warwick in 1998. He was able to operate doors, lights, heaters. Just imagine that. You go in a house, they're gonna make it sound so good to you. Like you can go in your house, you can open your door. You don't gotta pull out your keys no more. You just tell the lights to turn on. And that technology, like I keep saying, technology's already there. You could buy a smart light bulb and you can connect it to Alexa. You can be like, Alexa, turn on the light. And Alexa will turn the light. You can tell Alexa to turn it off. So the technology's already there. They're just gonna put all this technology together and put it in a chip.
Put it in you.
Yep, and put it in you.
Yeah, they got an app called Live 360 where you can download that app on your phone. You keep up with one another.
Yep.
Right?
Keep up with your kids.
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the club? Oh hell no.
Where your ass at?
All right, can we go to Exodus 21 verse 6, please?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I'm getting hungry.
Huh? I'm hungry myself, bro.
Exodus 21.
He dressed like Daredevil. The first suit he wore, the black suit. You remember that?
Oh,
It's like
yes,
black
yes.
and-
Yeah, black. He had the
Wasn't it like a
ropes
turban?
on his hand.
All he needed is that mask.
It was something. It's close.
He had a mask on.
Yeah, it was like
right?
a black mask. Yeah. Yeah. Exodus 21:6, please.
I think that's just like this, right? When he make a kill, or he wear green shirt.
But he wear like a beige.
Like a
No, like a
beige?
brown and a
Yeah.
khakis color. Something.
Also, Denzel training day.
What is which one is?
Exodus 21:6.
Exodus 21 verse 6. Exodus 21 verse 6. It said, then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl. Right? Awl means to prick or to drill or pierce. And he shall serve him forever.
That's right. So this is when a servant wanted to serve their master, forever, after serving them for a few years, 6 years, 7 years. So they'll go and get their ear, pierced with that awl. So then they'll forever be a servant or a slave. So when you get that chip, it's kind of like this. You're telling the master, you're like, yeah, I'm your servant. I'm going to be your slave forever. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bore you through that awe. But instead of in your ear, it's going to be your hand, your right hand on your forehead.
That's right.
And I think right hand. I think that means. I think it could be your left hand as well. I think it's whatever dominant hand you have.
Yeah,
that's
right.
Where they
The reason why they put it in the right hand is because your right side heat up quicker than your left. So that's the reason why they're gonna put it in your right hand.
That's right.
Right? It's because your body's not proportional, right? You see a man's testicles, one hang lower than the other. If you see a woman breast, her breast is not proportionally even.
Yeah, it's not.
One might be bigger than the other, or one might hang lower
Yeah.
than the other. Or just like your lungs is bigger than the other.
Or your arms. I think your dominant arm is more longer than the arm that you use less. When you
Yes.
put your hoodie on, you can tell like one sleeve will seem longer than the other. That's because one of your arms is longer.
Yeah. You ever did a bitch and her knuckles rubbing the floor? You better run.
I didn't catch that one. I didn't catch that.
If you date a bitch and one of her arms, her knuckles are touching the ground, you
Oh.
better run. And the other arm is to her waist.
You better run.
It's kind of like power, though, right? You use that for your benefit, huh?
I guess.
Smack that nigga. Anyway, that's just jokes.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, Isaiah 30, verse 1 to 3.
Oh, yeah, I got that in my mind. Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30, 1 through 3. It said, woe to the rebellious children, says Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that to cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. And I'm glad they brought this scripture, because they're going to, a lot of these, especially black women, going to take this covering. But that's not the view of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, because they're going to be the first one in the food banks running for that, that Motb. They're going to be the first one, right? Because they're so dependent on Egypt for decades, man. And for the black woman to receive these supplement programs, a black man can't be in the house. So this was all done by design to destroy the black communities, man. The black family structure. It was all done by design. Yeah, black women, we give you everything you need. Just make sure that black man is not in the house, right? And welfare was created in the Civil War when the white man went to war. Becky, Karen, Susie, they were set. The government took care of them while that man was off to war.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's right.
So white people is on welfare more than black people. Right? It started during the Civil War.
I mean,
Right?
that does make sense.
Yeah. Now, Becky and Elizabeth is crying on YouTube, Trump deceived us. We can't get our supplement. We can't get our SNAP no more.
They wanted America to be
They're doing
greedy.
more crime than black people right now.
Yeah.
That's a sign of your kingdom falling apart. You done.
They wanted America to be great again, right?
Yeah.
So this is Trump making it great again for you.
Yeah.
To get rid of your SNAP, your welfare.
That's right.
Your welfare passed away like a cloud, right?
Yeah.
Like a Job.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah, white women that's y'all was proud, your noses to the ear, because y'all was in these big ass houses and drive the nicest cars. Yeah, you're cute. You done, Becky.
Yeah. Oh,
You
when
done.
I was at the store yesterday, it was a white couple complaining about the tissue prices.
Yeah.
There was like, there was like really hot in the
Yeah.
aisle. They was complaining about the tissue.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, white people was doing a lot of crying on YouTube, man, and it uplift my spirit.
Yeah.
Right? When they be doing all that crying. Right? Just like when CK got shot in the throat, man. I got tipsy the next day. I ain't gonna say his name. When CK got shot in the throat, I got tipsy.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, they good.
They
That
could.
didn't even care.
But
Yeah.
these Edomites know though, because that's the reason why I wanted to bring out this lesson. It was an Edomite at work. He mentioned Revelation 13:16 and mentioned that this ship is prophesied.
And that was all set up, by the way, right? To for the leftists to fight against the right. That was all set up.
Yeah.
Right? Verse 2. Isaiah 30, verse 2.
That's right.
That walk to go down into, because it's a civil war coming. And they showed you in that movie Avengers, right? Civil War. Right? Tony Stark's against Chris. What's his name? Chris Evans, right?
Chris Evans. But there was a movie called Civil War.
Yeah.
The H. We saw it in theater with Shamyar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know if you remember. But,
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's a good movie for that too.
I do remember the movie, but I ain't seen the movie.
Oh.
Yeah. But I remember.
Oh, okay.
The walk to go down into Egypt and have not acts at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore should the strength of Pharaoh be your shame and the trust in shadow of Egypt your confusion.
That's right.
That's right, because you gave this damn devil power. You gave this damn devil, right? You went to him to allow him to feed you. Now, since you gave him access to feed you, now he got access to make you to go hungry. Right? Now he gonna make you go hungry.
Yeah, that makes
He
sense.
fed you all these years. You gave him that power. You gave him that. Right?
If he has the power to give you food, he has the power to take it away.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
right.
That's a good point.
So now you going in starvation mode, right? Yeah, famine is coming back. What's that? Cannibalism is coming back too. Cause y'all black bitches, man, y'all really hooked to this fast food, man. So you gonna start eating your children.
Yeah, there was a scripture about that where that actually happened. They ate. It was like, we eat my son today, we eat your son tomorrow. That was messed up.
They gonna eat your pets first. Whatever pit bull, whatever dogs you got in the house, they're gonna eat that first.
Dog going straight to the grill.
Yeah.
No more Max.
Yeah. Max Fido. Yeah.
What's
you call your dog Tyrone?
Yeah, Nibbles.
Yeah.
For a guinea pig.
Yeah, grilling that motherfucker.
Yeah. Guinea pig definitely going on the grill.
Oh, guinea pig? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Juicy.
Yeah, they gonna season that motherfucker.
Yeah. Extra pepper.
What
Ephesians 5, 15 to 17. The next one, Ephesians 5, 15 to 17.
Ephesians 5, verse 15 through 17. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
That's right. So 15 says that you walk circumspectly. The word circle means circle. So basically you seeing around your surroundings. So that's why we're able to bring out the Motb and tell people what's about to happen. That's why a lot of people know about it, because of the prophets out here preaching about it. You know, so when they start pushing it through advertisements, so get your chip today, you know, or whatever, and they're gonna make it so appealing to you. That's the wine of fornication. And these nations, they're gonna drink more of the wine of fornication, because a lot of these nations in America want to get that chip. It's not just gonna be Israelites that get it, it's gonna be Edomites, it's gonna be Chinese. You gotta remember, all these nations, they're westernized. They're either under the westernized diet, westernized philosophy, you know, westernized technology, You know, and now they're gonna get further westernized technology, which is gonna be the chip. That's why it says redeeming the times, the days are evil. Yeah, these are evil times when you could put a chip in someone and track wherever they go, where you can see them through the walls. You know, you could destroy them by a snap of the finger. You know, just imagine when that technology is in full force. You know, there's gonna be no way you could hide from, Big Brother. You can't even go off the grid. They can use a satellite to track you. You ain't going on some island in the middle of nowhere. They'll still find you.
They showed you that movie with Will Smith, Enemy of State, with Gene Hackman. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith was running his ass off until he met Gene Hackman. He said, "Take off the belt, take off your shoes."
The shoes had a chip in it.
Yeah, got a tracker. Had a
tracker.
Chip. Yep. No matter where you run, they found Will Smith. All right.
That's right.
They also want to use that healthcare too for chip.
Mm-hmm.
Like if people want to get healthcare, I believe they're gonna use that too.
Yeah, healthcare.
Like,
I think the article talks about that too.
Healthcare or this, something related to healthcare because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
So to entice people to take that chip, they probably gonna use healthcare, in that aspect as well.
They're probably gonna be like, take the chip, give $5,000.
Yeah.
They probably give you a stimulus check for getting the chip.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it very appealing for you to get that chip.
Yeah.
And how they're making it appealing now, like you're saying, is the technology you already have at your fingertips. You can tell your lights to turn on. You have a smartphone. The things you can do with smartphone now. I know maybe 10 years ago, y'all remember, y'all couldn't do it, 10, 20 years ago. You got Bluetooth. I mean, how the hell did they create Bluetooth, man? You could play a song from your phone, and same song's playing from the Bluetooth speaker. That's part of that technology that's leading to the chip.
Wow.
Now you're probably gonna be able to play a song just by thinking it. They probably gonna have that technology.
That's right.
You can be like, yeah, I want to hear, Gold Digger by Jamie Foxx, and your speaker's gonna start playing it. That's gonna be very appealing to people.
Yeah.
Then go to 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 3 to 4. That's really the invasion of privacy. You're not going to have a freedom of speech anymore. They talk about these rights you have. This technology is going to get rid of those rights. You're not going to be able to say what you want without them knowing.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Yeah, 3 to 4.
So let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Yeah.
Right? And the falling away is talking about when Vespasian took down the Israelites.
That's right. That's what
Using his son Titus and Domitian. For who oppose and exhort himself above all that is called God, this is Esau, or that is worship, so that he as God sit in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Yes, there's a lot to unpack here. So first of all, like you were saying, son of perdition is Edom. A lot of people waking up to his evil, his evil. People waking up to a lot of more things that he did during the slavery times, and how that we still are in slavery. They're waking up to the devil that he is, the Motb. They're waking up to these nasty fast foods that he's pushing, the ultra processed. How ultra processed foods destroy your body. They're waking up to GMO, the pollution that he's putting in the air. What his plastic is doing to the ocean, how it's destroying the ecosystem. And 4 it says, who oppose it and exalt himself above all that is called God. How does he do that? Well, first of all, he made himself to be God. Who's the picture of Jesus Christ? It says your boy Jay. Didn't he make himself God? Not only does he make himself God do his image, he makes himself God do what he does. By putting Motb in every living person on this planet, which is their goal, which the Lord is going to take down, he's making himself God, because if he's able to track anyone, know your whereabouts, know what everybody is saying, that sounds like a God to me. How else does he make himself God? His laws only protects him. You really don't have any rights in America. If they say you're guilty of something, then you're guilty. And these lawyers are corrupt too. Don't trust these lawyers. These lawyers are only there for the bag. There is no true justice, and there's no true rights. Yeah.
Why ultra processed food are bad? Increased risk of chronic disease, Studies have shown that consuming ultra-processed food is associated with increased risk of chronic disease, such as obesity. That's number one. Huh? Obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and some types of cancer.
Damn, that's everything.
Processed food often contain high levels of unhealthy ingredients, such as saturated trans fat, added sugar, and refined grains. These ingredients can contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and increase of chronic disease.
That's why you got acne, a lot of acne on your face. You know, you can't use the restroom every day. When I heard that white couple talking, I think they said he used 1 roll a month. 1 roll a month. They're not using the restroom.
Unless their diet is just,
yeah.
You know, when your diet is so fucking good, you just make one white.
Yeah.
You just make one white.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they look old. They look obese. They look a little old. The woman looked a little overweight.
Oh, they overweight.
The woman was a little overweight.
Oh, they ain't shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
They call us clogged up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. They need to drink a whole bottle of liquid Drano. They Edomites?
Yeah.
Yeah. Drink a whole bottle of liquid Drano.
Yes. Clorox bleach.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
For real.
Yeah. Ultra processed is not good because it's technically pre-digested. You're not supposed to eat. We're not birds. We're not supposed to eat pre-digested food. Your body eats pre-digested. When you consume pre-digested food, your body has a hard time telling you that you're full.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why when you have McDonald's or what else is really disgusting? Wendy's, Burger King. You know, you eat those 2 Whoppers, you hungry 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, fat people don't shit that much, man. When they do shit, they shit pebbles.
Yeah.
Because their colon is so compact with fecal matter that it's hard for it to come out.
Yeah, it's like rock in there.
Yeah. Oh, gunk, man.
Yeah.
They got shit in there that's been there a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same Big Mac, still sitting there.
Still sitting there. Whole.
Yeah, whole. Was that hungry, y'all?
Yeah.
Psalms 14:1.
Yeah. Psalms 14:1.
Yep. Yeah, he controls the food. It sounds like he's trying to make himself God to me.
Psalms 14, verse 1. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good.
The Lord said there's none that doeth good. But yeah, they said there is no God. A lot of these Edomites, they're atheists. They don't believe in a God. They believe in their science. The Motb, it comes from science. These phones, it comes from their study of science. But I think the Lord called them physicians, right? He called them wiser than Daniel. That's how they're so crafty in their devices. They're so crafty in how to create these weapons, the atomic bomb. The father of the atomic bomb is Oppenheimer. He was an Edomite. Right. He is that blacksmith. And the Lord is going to use his weapon to destroy them.
They say he's the harbinger of death?
That's right. Yeah, and he's also that black horse in Revelation chapter 6. That black horse only brings destruction upon the world. Who brings destruction in this world? It's Edomites. Yeah.
So the Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that do it good. No, not one.
Yep. And that, even though that's talking about Edomites, it's kind of talking about everyone in general. Because the Lord said to call no one good, but the Father which is in heaven. Because we all sin. None of us are technically good. We all have done some evil or still make mistakes on a daily basis. So you're technically not just calling another man good. You can say, if you call another man good, like, that's a good man, you're not really saying he's 100% perfect. You're just saying, he does his best. He tries his best to do good. That's really what that means.
We all sinners and we all short of the glory of God, right? Even you got siblings or wives or aunties, they're on their menstrual cycle. You're not even supposed to be around their ass. That's a sin.
Yeah.
Right? You're supposed to put them somewhere like in the basement somewhere.
Yeah, throw some scraps down.
They're supposed to be in a motel for like 7 days.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we don't got money like that.
Yeah, you put mine in the basement.
Yeah. They'll tell you at the hotel? Put you in the motel.
Yep.
The one that's $15 a night.
The 2-star one.
Yeah.
2 out of 5 stars.
The one that got bullet holes in the wall.
They crack under the bed.
Yeah. Ripped up couches.
Yep.
Yeah.
disgusting.
That's the nasty. My cousin was the hotel he was in when they came out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
this
disgusting.
one particular chair. Oh my god.
You better off sleeping in your car.
Yeah, I was in the seat. And Tina's on that chair like.
You was asleep too, yeah.
Oh.
Disgusting.
Can't stand holes in furniture. Jeez.
Yeah, this picture just a rat coming out that hole, you know?
I remember it was coming from the works in Trinidad. And some of those maxis we told.
Oh, yeah. You would tell us
God.
not to get in and wait for the next one.
The kids be tight.
Yeah.
They be tight. Fuck
Yeah.
that. We'll wait for the next maxi.
Yep.
Anyway.
Revelation 12 and 12.
Okay. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he know that he has but a short time.
Yeah,
That's why he's doing this thing.
He got rid of the snap. You see, he get rid of the snap, right?
Yeah.
So that's part of him coming with his great wrath. He knows time is short. He knows this kingdom's going to be destroyed. So he's doing everything in his power while he has that power. And he said it comes to a stop. And let's start. Let's start with this. Look at Job 20.
Oh yeah.
5 to 8.
You can't go wrong with that.
That'll be our stopping. We'll stop there.
Job 20, verse 5. That the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach onto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is this mother? Where is he?
Where is he?
He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah. Let's stop.
The eye,
Yeah. No, I'll say you can stop it.
the eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
That's right. Yeah, 24 said, you shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Just saying the GT, I'm curious.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Lord said you're gonna perish like your own dung. When you use the restroom, you don't see that no more. Once you flush, that's it, it's gone.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the wicked. Once the Lord is done with him, once your kingdom is done, then done means done. That's it.
Yeah, done means
Forever.
shit. So once you flush that shit down the toilet, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
let me try to find this shit. That shit
Nah.
is gone. That shit's in the sewer system
Yeah.
with the rest of the shit. How
It's
you gonna
gone.
identify your own shit? Even
Yeah.
then you find it. Like, how you
Yeah.
identify it?
Not dumpster diving, dookie diving.
Yeah, dookie diving.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like returning to your own vomit. They would say you should fly away as a dream. You know, there's some dreams that stick with you, but a lot of dreams you end up forgetting, especially those weird ones. You wake up like, damn, what was I dreaming? It'd be some crazy stuff. You know, one minute you're in a spaceship, the next minute you're a farmer. Like, you know, like what? How I get from space to the cornfield? You know? So it's like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen to the wicked. You know? So he's trying to implement the Motb. Oh, you got the you want
Yeah, I
to
got
read
the GNT.
Okay.
There's a GNT.
You read that.
Job 20, starting at 5. No wicked people have been happy for long. They may grow great, towering to the sky, so great that their heads reach the clouds, but they will be blown away like dust. Those who used to know them will wonder where they have gone. They will vanish like a dream, like a vision of the night, and never be seen again. The wicked will disappear from the place where they used to live, and their children would make good what they stole for the poor. Their body used to be young and vigorous, but soon they will turn to dust.
Damn. Yeah, it's like Sarah Connor, right?
Yeah.
Her vision when she was on that at the playground, she
Yeah.
turned that missile turned into dust.
Yeah.
The Lord has a weapon ready for you, an iron weapon. You know, he's going to destroy the evil for what they've done. Not only for the Motb that they want to do, but for for slavery. They still got what's that? What's the word? They still got to be punished for slavery. You know, we put in the shackles of iron around our neck.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So that was a lesson. You know, out here another Sunday. We'll be out here next weekend.
Motb,
Yeah.
man, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming to a city, right near you. Right.
That's right.
But if you got faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshua, man, please don't take it. Please don't take it, because Yahweh Shem Yahshua is supposed to be your refuge according to Psalms 91, 1 through 8. Right? Yeah, man.
That's right.
Yeah. So we give all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahshua,
Hashem,
and
Rakak,
Gosh. All right. Malawaf la baba. See you on the next video.
Shalom.